So now I want to talk about how we keep our employees honest, how we pay our employees, how we know how much to pay our employees. So the software that I use is called Screenshot Monitor. It's basically a program that my virtual assistant downloads. They put it on their computer, and whenever they're working for me, they hit a button and that records the time that they work for me. So it's really easy. They don't have to keep track in a spreadsheet of how much they work, and there's no temptation to mess up any numbers. And there's a random screenshot taken a few times an hour, so I can just quickly see if they're working on stuff for me. So let me think, what do I want to say about this? So let me show you through this dashboard that I have on Screenshot Monitor. So you can see that I have myself and 2 employees in here. And let me show you my settings so you can copy the same settings if that would make it easier for you. So I have a free account on this website. A free account lets you have yourself and 2 employees, and it lets you take 3 random screenshots per hour. If you have a paid account, you get some access to some more interesting data and dashboards. A weekly time limit. I don't limit the amount of time that my virtual assistant could work, but let's say you only want them to work at most 40 hours, then you could limit it to 40 hours, and then they would receive a notification that says, hey, sorry, you've reached your limit for working. I have this program set to pause tracking on their time worked if their computer goes inactive for 1 minute. So let's say they're working and then somebody rings their doorbell and they have to go talk to somebody. Well, if they leave their computer after a minute, their mouse isn't going to be moving, so their time worked is going to be paused. I like to disallow them from adding extra time offline. I just want the time that they record working to be the time that I pay them for. I turn off the notification for them to receive a screenshot. That would be really annoying for them. And you can see these other settings I have set. There's nothing here. Let's take a look at my team. So I have 2 employees here. You can set their hourly rate right here. That way you can quickly sum up the time worked whenever they ask to be paid, and then do the math on how much you owe them. So I used to pay my employees with PayPal maybe 6 months to a year ago. That worked fine. I had an employee who didn't have access to PayPal just because I guess maybe they didn't have a bank account. Not everyone is so fortunate. So I would pay him through this website called Transfast. You can see I sent him money. So basically I have to attach my bank account to this website, and then they pull some funds from my bank, somehow send it over to companies in the Philippines, remittance companies, where my employee could show up in person at a variety of these different shops and then pick up cash from that shop. But I no longer use this service, and I no longer use PayPal. Currently, I have my 2 part-time virtual assistants using coins.ph. So it's simply a website where they can make an account. I think they can attach their bank account, get verified, and then they have a Bitcoin wallet address in here. So I will send them Bitcoin to their Bitcoin wallet address on coins.ph whenever they ask to be paid, and they can do whatever they want with those funds. They can transfer that money to their bank account. They can pay some bills from within coins.ph. I know that they can pay some bills, or they can receive cash from different remittance companies over locally in the Philippines. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to show you how I actually do one of these transactions, just so you know how to do it. So I have a Coinbase account, which is like the biggest cryptocurrency company in the United States right now. There's definitely different exchanges that you can use, but I currently use Coinbase. So you will need to be verified on Coinbase, attach a bank account, and get some funds into your Coinbase account. Once you have those funds ready, you can go to pro.coinbase, which is their like separate trading platform with lower trading fees. And you're going to buy some Bitcoin. And once you have that Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet, you can send it to your employee's wallet over in the Philippines, either their own wallet if they want to do that way, or their wallet in coins.ph, which is how I do it. So right now I have $100 here, and I need to get some Bitcoin to pay my employee. Now, how much do I owe my employee? So I'm going to need to check my bookkeeping sheet to see when it was that I last paid him. So pause the video. Okay, so I checked my bookkeeping sheet and I wrote down that I last paid him for work up until March 23rd. So I need to pay him for March 24th up until the day before today is what I like to do. So let's take a look at these summary reports. Now I'm going to set the date for March 24th up until April 2nd. And then I can see how many hours he worked. And so I'm going to pay him this much money in Bitcoin. So I need to buy $35.50. And then I'm going to pay him. So I'm going to do a limit transaction. I just need to buy a little bit more than $35.50. And I'm just trying to match the highest bid currently. Bitcoin is very volatile today. So it might take a few minutes for this transaction to go through. Actually, it just went through right before our eyes, so that's good. So I'll make sure to record this in my bookkeeping sheets once I send the money. So let me refresh this page. So now I'm going to send the Bitcoin that we just purchased to him. So I already have his address in my address book. So I'm going to withdraw Bitcoin and then select his address from my address book. I'm going to send $35.50. Now I need to type in my two-factor authentication code. And my transaction went through. So, within maybe 30 minutes, he should have access to these funds in his coins.ph wallet. Now I'm just going to record that transaction in my bookkeeping, and we're done.